today's episode, we look at Beauty in the Deep, a solo exhibition of paintings. Then the healing nature of the arts is taken to another health facility in Lagos. A warm welcome to Art House. I'm Melinda Akinlami.
Those who were seen dancing were thought to be insane by those who could not hear the music. Books and all forms of writing are terror to those who wish to suppress truth.
Let's begin with this solo exhibition which took place in Lagos, done by Sylvester Aguddah. It's called Beauty in the Deep.
Contemporary artist Sylvester Aguddah receiving his guests. It's time to take them on another artistic journey with Beauty in the Deep, his recent solo exhibition in Lagos.
The essence of today's exhibition is to bring the audience, my friends, viewers, into that depth where we appreciate creativity. You know, it goes beyond the everyday things we see around, and just to show people that there is value in the ordinary things that we see.
The summary of it is just that, you know, looking at the artworks, it takes you on a journey into the psyche of the artists. You know, a place where thoughts live, where emotions are provoked, where desires are wanted. And it just brings to mind that no matter how crazy life gets, eventually there's a rift where the light shines in, and it urges you to believe, and it also urges you to also see the beauty in things around you, both the beauty in things that are seen and the beauty in things that are unseen. That's just the summary of what this exhibition is all about.
The works of art on display are familiar to those who follow these artists closely. He works with collage but cuts them neatly and makes them colorful, all well framed.
I'm very, very impressed. Most of the works are all local content, and the concept and the framing are international standard. From the water to the artistic concept. I love his job.
Although he has not limited himself to that technique, as every day is a learning curve.
This is my very first piece of installation artwork. And what I did was to take broken frames, a lot of broken frames, into which are pieces, to make this. And to tell us that nobody is perfect. That's the truth. We strive to be perfect. It is important that we achieve perfection. However, everybody is going through a learning process. You cannot discriminate or judge somebody and say, oh, this is it. We all want to learn. And that is why there's a leadership curve. So this is about leadership. This is just to tell you that people will come the way they are, but they can get better. So in this artwork, you find some perfect squares. But even in the perfect square, there are still some loopholes in them. So this was deliberately done to tell you that there is really no perfect person. Only God is perfect.
Images capture the beauty around, seen beyond just facial images, but many subjects that life's challenges sometimes prevent people from taking notice of.
Today in this hall, you have a lot of work that has been made out of cardboard sheets and fabric and all sorts of ink. But it goes far beyond just the artwork. I just want people to appreciate creation. And when I mean creation, I just want people to appreciate the fact that everything that's made has been made possible through God. And I'm saying this because I've been doing this for 28 years. But for the first time, I asked myself, why do people want to come to your exhibition? Why do people want to see your work? Is it all about the beauty? But what even informs the beauty? Because there are some artworks that are not figurative, they are abstract. Yet somebody finds something, finds a meaning in that artwork. So I'm asking myself, how did this come about? And it's as simple as that. Art is everything. Art is a universal language that all of us can speak. Because you go to some countries and if you cannot speak the language, when you look at the signs, there are signs that tells you this is a toilet, this is a bathroom, do not cross. So all these things, I believe everybody's an artist. The people who designed the aircraft, even those first people that made the aircraft just knew that they wanted to make something that will fly. But if you ask how, they really did not know, but they were very sure they were going to make something that would fly. So they were able to create. The architects, the fashion designers, if you look around you, everything is art. So I feel art is one language that we all speak.
Sylvester is a contemporary artist. His work and his media, they are quite diverse. His representation of his works are, very interesting because he uses, especially his main medium, which is collage. It's not a common medium. You don't find a lot of it in Africa. And Sylvester is using that and using it to tell stories. So his works are very relatable works you can relate with. People, what is happening around you, what's happening in your country, what's happening in your house, even your thoughts as humans. So his works are very unique.
I would say there's major transformation going on. The things we used to see before are not the same things we see anymore. Thank God for leadership. Thank God for great governors and people with focus. I know then you can't pass Oshodi. Oshodi used to be, the road is closed. You have to take another route. But today you can drive through Oshodi easily. Now, the downfall buses are going instinct. There are new buses now, fully air-conditioned. There are no more the yellow buses. So the yellow buses are gradually disappearing. So I've started doing things in preparation to the fact that when those buses disappear, our children will be able to tell a story about what Lagos used to be to our children, to the upcoming generation. That those days, there used to be downfall, molo, and all that. Right now, the buses you are seeing is just the modern technology and the growth that's in the state. But we cannot forget our past. You shouldn't forget where you are coming from. There should be stories, to tell and share. So that's why we have a lot of yellow buses and some Lagos sceneries here.
That explanation is an inspiration to many, especially those who knew him when he had a white-collar job, though silently yearning to embrace his passion.
His work today gives me great joy because I remember back in the days when he was in paid job and always complaining, and those of us that knows him very well identify this unique gift in him. Then I will always encourage him to quit the job and focus on this talent and develop it. And of course, it's not usually easy to give up paid employment, but I was encouraging him. I remember then I was one of his few commercial customers, just to encourage him. That was like 10, 15 years ago. And people that visited me, they all appreciate the job. And I kept on telling him, it's high time to quit this job. And to the glory of God, he's what he is today. I'm so happy. I see him, I see his artwork everywhere. And I know God is taking him to somewhere.
Each time you see any of his work, you can see the beauty of nature and the thinking that has gone into it. And he's one of my partners, and we'll be doing business together, and I've been collecting a lot of his artwork. And each time people come to my house and to my office and they see this artwork, it's been a classic example of what an international artist should be. And to come to think of Sylvester, that he used to be a colleague We're all salespeople working in the same organization. Nobody knew he had this talent until suddenly he started showing us the stuff he was made with all this kind of beautiful artwork.
Sylvester Aguddah, the business administration graduate from Ahmadu Bello University in Zaria, Kaduna State, keeps revealing the need to follow one's passion, as that he obviously derives joy in creativity.
Coming up on the program, your works of art for this week, plus art is a good therapy. Patients and caregivers get another dose of it in Lagos, so do join us again. These are the works of art you sent in this week. Let's begin with this work of art titled Someone Cares. It's an oil on canvas and done by Joel Wachuku. Then Toby and Ife has A Tale of Two, a mixed media on paper work of art. Adelani Adesoya is embracing photography. With this work he calls Lantern Light. He says the picture was taken at night to portray the children's keen interest in playing with the lantern. To the Teacher's Tale, which was done by Ezekiel Osifesho. It's with acrylic on canvas. Nostalgia is an oil on canvas work done by Olainka. Caution, also done with oil on canvas, is by Olumide Adebayo. Finally, we wrap up with another oil on canvas piece. It's done by David. He calls it the Maasai Tribe. And those are the works of art you sent in this week. We do encourage you to keep them coming, and don't forget, put the relevant information beside that image.